Okay, so I got this ledger board up here, all the way across. And up here, we're gonna have 6-inch tile on diagonal, going all the way from there to there. Then this is gonna be this glass tile. And then 12-inch tiles, square down the bottom. So that's the plan. Okay, so I'm going to cut these in half like this here. So I can start on there, the bottom, and up that corner. Okay, so I cut these strips here, the exact thickness of the tile for that corner there, and you'll see why in a minute. When you're working with diagonals that meet in the corner, you want to make sure everything is perfectly square. In other words, the corner, the vertical corner has to be perfectly plumb, and the two ledger boards have to be perfectly level. In other words, everything has to be perpendicular. Otherwise, if the tile starts to run off, it's going to be very difficult to get it to line up again. I'm going to make sure that I'm working on both sides of this corner so that I can, if there are little adjustments that need to be made, I can make them. If you go all the way up one wall and then you go up all the way up the other wall, you know, you're not going to be able to make adjustments. So I find that, in my opinion, it's easier to work both sides of the wall and just, you know, build it a little bit at a time. So here I have that piece of tile that I cut to the exact thickness of the tile. So it's a piece of square tile, and I'm in the corner. And the reason I'm doing that is because you don't want, when you're doing a diagonal, you want the edges of the cuts to just meet each other at the corner. You don't want one tile overlapping the other, because if you have the tiles overlapping, what's going to happen is the grout lines are going to run off and they're not going to be even. So putting this piece of filler in the corner helps the tile stay where it's supposed to stay and keep the grout lines lined up. I find this works really well. Like I mentioned earlier, you want the corner to be perfectly plumb. And I can't stress this enough, because if anything is running out, you will run into problems, and the alignment of the grout lines at the corner are not going to match. You know, little by little they're going to run off, and you will not be able to have them meet again. So this is one of those cases where you must make sure that you have perfectly plumb lines. Okay, so I need to cut this hole, and this is what I'm going to use to cut it, but first I have to mark it. So, yep, cut right there. So there's the hole I cut. Yeah, it's gonna fit just like that. From the right way. Now with these two on, and we're actually going to work on this here. Okay, so that's on there. And I'm gonna go a couple more rows up here so I can come down this way. Yeah. I just want to say a couple words about thinset. Thinset, the one I'm using here is a polymer modified thinset, and it's actually Ultraflex 2 by Mapai, or Mappy, or however you want to say it. Do not buy the cheapest thinset you can get. A lot of people will find a $5, $6, $7 bag of thinset at one of those stores, and they'll buy it and they think that it's fine to set tile. It's not. You want to buy a mid-grade to a premium quality thinset. The thinset is what holds everything together and holds your tile on the wall. So if there's one thing you don't want to skimp on, it's the thinset. So please stay away from cheap, lower grade thinsets and buy a good quality thinset. Okay, so that wall's done, except for the boomers over here. Corners don't match. Next is over here. I got those in.